working really hard to create an entertaining evening for you, and we look forward to showing you some of what we have learned this semester. It means a lot to us that you are here to support us tonight. To help us concentrate, please turn off your cell phones and don't use flash photography until we are done playing, because it makes it hard for us to see. We also want to thank the people watching from all over the world tonight on our SAS live stream TV. Thank you to our TV crew who made this possible. We hope you had a chance to see the wonderful art from Semester 1 art classes this evening, and thanks to our teachers Miss Jenny and Mrs. Andrews. And now, please welcome Miss Wanamaker and the 6th grade band.
This evening you're going to hear from some of our 6th and 7th graders who wrote program notes to help you enjoy the music and tell you a little bit about what they studied or what they were trying to portray with this music. So I'm going to turn it over to 2 of our 6th grade speakers to talk about our second piece.
A psalm is a collection of verses in the Bible. They are usually sung or chanted. The books of Psalms are split into 5 sections. Today we are going to play a psalm.
Psalm 42 is dedicated to the McCurry family of Pennsylvania. The composer admired the family's faith and love to raise their son, Greg. Greg had this rare disease that made him pass away at the age of 5, and at the funeral, the family asked everyone to sing Psalm 42.
The words of Psalm 42 start like this. As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When may I come to see God's face?
Psalm 42 was then arranged by the band teacher at the family school to show how the McCurry family showed love and courage to Greg and how they all stayed strong. We hope to portray this hopeful, strong emotion to you.
We will be having several soloists in the piece. They are Victoria, Karen, Brian, and Teresa.
lets go of the wheel, calloused fingers dropping to his side as he watches his men dock his beloved ship on the sand before arranging himself on deck. The sailors, who are faithful to none but the king himself, stand in formation, exchanging dreamy predictions of the night to come with tastefully vulgar cusses. The king sucks in a breath, tasting the salted air. Treasure awaits him, this he could tell, and he must have it. With a single drunken-sounding battle cry, the men leap from their places, lunging for the prize like dogs springing for bones, and the king cracks a maniacal smile. Abandoned Treasure Hunt is a piece that captures the very thrill and serendipity of finding lost treasure, enjoyed by our band for its flow and gripping rhythms. It is sure to create in your mind the riveting idea of pirates roaming the stormy oceans in search of crime, mischief, and treasure. Please enjoy, and remember, all hail the Pirate King.
Our last piece, Night on Bald Mountain, was composed by Modest Mussorgsky. Modest Mussorgsky completed this piece in 1867. Modest Mussorgsky is also known for the fabulous piece Pictures at an Exhibition, as well as Night on Bald Mountain. When I first researched this piece, I suddenly found out that this piece was also played in Walt Disney's animated film called Fantasia. I had somehow also watched that movie when I was younger.
An assembly of witches play the scary Night on Bald Mountain piece. Ghosts fly through the night sky singing an eerie song. The monster on Bald Mountain arises and BAM! I like this piece because I like how it feels to be a little bit creeped out from a song. I can picture witches cackling around a campfire and ghosts floating around in the night sky. I enjoyed playing this piece because it is a challenge to put the feeling into this piece, make people feel freaked out. It is hard to do all the decrescendos and crescendos to make the feeling of this piece.
I really like this piece and feel that if we succeed, then you will too.
And just a note about these sixth graders this year, they have come so far in a short amount of time. Hopefully a lot of the sixth grade parents got to hear their compositions that were also very creepy for Halloween. They'd performed some class compositions for Halloween. And this piece is one of our classical pieces that we worked on. And we've been working a lot on expression, trying to play to get feelings across to you. So listen especially for crescendos and decrescendos. And if you would please turn off your cell phones, I'd appreciate it. They worked hard on this. Thank you. Thank you for that pause while we reset our stage for our jazz band. This group was a group who met during exploratory on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We practiced improvisation. We learned a little bit about where jazz came from originally and how the blues work. And we're excited to play for you two great pieces tonight, starting with a classic called Moanin'.
The seventh graders studied a unit on film music. We all composed pieces to go with a particular movie scene. We found out how musical elements can manipulate or portray feelings. We studied John Williams and Hans Zimmer as experts in this field. Our first piece, selections from The Dark Knight, are selected from the soundtrack produced by Hans Zimmer for the world-renowned movie The Dark Knight. The suspense and power of the piece is a fitting match for the legendary reputation of Batman.
Our mysterious hero, the Dark Knight, the world's greatest detective, the Caped Crusader. He is a fearless fighter who will stop at nothing, just like our band, sometimes struggling, sometimes falling, but always standing back up. The low, long notes inspire a sense of something great and powerful, but at the same time that not everything is all right, of mourning. The Dark Knight gives you an emotional feeling. It feels dark and unsettling at times. This is to remind us that there is still unjust in the world. Some emotion makes the audience feel accomplishment of the Dark Knight, whereas in some places, it's as if something bad is about to happen. The piece never lasts long, for Batman's purpose is to fight crime. Remember, you don't need superpowers to be a superhero. And now we give you the 7th grade band.
once I try to see. When I listen to this piece, I can almost imagine myself sitting by the beach, gazing into the colorful horizon, the sky full of colors, and the sea reflecting the colors in the sky. Occasionally, the calm sea is disturbed by a fish surfacing the colorful ocean, sending ripples across the settled water. The image seems magical in my mind, to have nothing troubling at the moment. Nothing else was important. Almost like being able to escape reality for a magical moment, to be able to leave all your problems behind and gaze at the shifting sun submerge into the water, only hoping that the moment would last longer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amber Skies.
Send our 8th grade off to get ready. This next piece was a piece we actually had picked out to play for this concert, but also decided to use for our regional band festival. As you walked in today, you saw a display of a slideshow that was actually taken from our regional band festival that we hosted in September. And this piece was one of the kids' favorites that we played, and it's I guess commendation to this group of 7th graders who was able to play the same piece that an auditioned group was able to play. So we worked really hard at this. Arabian Dances is about a group of nomads who've traveled all day long, and it's at night end, and they're gathered around a fire, and they're ready to have a dance. So we hope you enjoy this as Arabian Dance, and this is our 7th grade band. So our 8th grade band has had quite a season of learning and experiences. They learned how to march, they were in a parade, they led a parade, and we worked on concert music, learning so many new things. That last piece we played, Nightmare Before Christmas, I played one other time, and it was with a high school band, so it was a big challenge for them. It's a very long piece, and I'm talking to let their lips recover just a little bit. It's a fun piece by Tim Burton, if you ever get to see it. Tim Burton had a show here just, I think, 2 years ago in Shanghai, and it's an amazing film of animation. And now we get to a really important moment in our show, because in 26 years of teaching, I have never had a middle school student compose, rehearse, and conduct a piece in the concert. So I'm really excited tonight. We're going to play a piece called 4 Minutes Around the World, and especially amazing for 2 reasons. One, Matthew, who I'm going to introduce you to in a minute, didn't just compose this, but he spent a lot of time refining it. He met with me, he met with our guest artist in residence last year, he met with Dr. Townsend, and refined it, revised it again and again, and that's the kind of tenacity it takes to really get a piece to this level. Along with that, our 8th graders were incredibly collaborative. We've worked a long time, especially with our group here, to be cooperative together, to learn from each other, to help each other. And I feel like this is an amazing collaboration where all the 8th graders here listened to one of their peers as they rehearsed them, and probably ended up liking him better than me when he was conducting. But I also get to thank Matthew, because I'm a clarinet player and I don't often get to play one of my secondary instruments, so he made me practice the trumpet part for this. So I would like to introduce you to our student composer and conductor tonight. Give a big round of applause for Matthew Klein. One more bigger round of applause for Matthew and that group. That's amazing, right? And Matthew, when you get that published one day, we want it noted that it was premiered at SAS, okay, in this year. Thank you. Our finale this year is including our brand new middle school choir and Miss Ritter. We're so thankful they could be here today. So we're getting them set up, make sure the microphones are all set. And I have a few thank yous. So a special thank you to our lighting and sound crew. They always do a wonderful job. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Also, a big thank you to all you parents who keep these guys practicing, who check in with me, make sure they're where they're supposed to be, and that they get their music and that they have a band folder. It's a lot for them to get in the habit of doing, but I think it builds a lot of lifelong skills. So kids, let's thank your parents for encouraging you. Thank you, parents. And I'd like to just let the parents know, at the beginning you saw a slideshow, and after the slideshow it said there's a big announcement. We are very excited here at SAS Puxi that we have been chosen to host the 2020 AMI Asian Honor Band. It's going to be a big honor, and we're going to need all of your help, so I'm telling you now, put it on your calendars, where you need to host about 80 students from all over Asia. And it is quite an honor to be in this event. We have 9 students this year: Matthew, Scarlett, Chris, Daniel, Evan, Zach, Maxine, Alan, and Claire. So can we give them a big round of applause for making AMI Band this year? And you can come hear them. They're going to be actually at our Pudong SAS campus, who gets to host it this year. So all of you should go there January 23rd, I think it is. I have it on Schoology. Please check it out. All of the students hopefully can make it over for a wonderful concert. There's a bunch of parent helpers who did help host our regional band group. And you saw the fun slides and how much fun it was to host them. And we also had parent helpers today who handed out pizza, who straightened bow ties, and we'll collect them again at the end. So a round of applause and a big thank you to all our parent helpers out there. Thank you. All right. And I think, lastly, I would like to thank the kids, because they're always amazing to work with, and I am so lucky because I get to hear how much they progress throughout the year. It's really hard when we all get together for a rehearsal. We've all had different amounts of sugar, and we've eaten things, and we've had different dramas in our life. And when we come together like this, we need to come together as a group. We need to breathe together. We need to play and focus together, and it takes a lot of work. And these kids are truly amazing, and I love working with them every day. So kids, thank you so much for all the work you do as well. And thank you. And now we'll end with our finale, a song that we hope puts you in the mood for your Christmas holiday. This is a Christmas song. Any last pictures? We'll give you a couple chances right now to take a couple pictures. Smile. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas holiday. You can pick your students up after they get their instruments and return their bow ties. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.